says is 19,000.
There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way. There's absolutely.
So that's why I asked you. You give me an estimate how much you think you've stolen.
Not nowhere near that.
Then how much? Are you okay? What's going on with your face?
Yeah, I have some kind of skin thing. I've been going to the doctor for it.
Excuse me, I need my store key, please. The safe key.
What did I do? You know, I have a daughter to take care of. Please don't send me to jail. You can get rid of me.
I'm not saying nothing.
Bossman, give me a few minutes.
Yes. We have evidence for 3 years.
3 years? No, are you out of your mind?
So, right now, you are going to get arrested. Okay. I need to speak to you because this has been going on for a while. Completely up to you if you want to speak to me or not.
Okay, but I
Hold on. Let me finish. If you do want to speak to me and you have an explanation for whatever it is that you may have done, I'm going to read you your rights and we'll go from there. Just to get kind of like a baseline. This is kind of like your chance that you get to explain stuff before you report.
Okay, can I just ask, please, I don't know how to pick up my daughter after school.
We will talk about that later too.
Oh,
You have been told for last year I reminded you corporate on the watch. Before that I explained you corporate is on the watch. Please do not do 1 minute catching. I have evidence and piles and piles and piles and piles of evidence with detailed note, and corporate is, this is me right now. Corporate is coming after me for you.
Here, we follow the story of a woman caught red-handed stealing money from her own workplace. The store owner, not one to let things slide, has built an airtight case with piles of evidence, receipts, logs, and probably a few late-night security camera screenshots. To top it off, the owner has already called the corporate office, ensuring this woman's scam gets the corporate-level spotlight it deserves. On the lighter side, if she put this much effort into her job, she might have gotten a raise instead of a rap sheet. Stay tuned for the full story behind this ill-advised heist.
That's all I have to say.
Can you
Mr.
please
Benson.
not send me to jail for my
Benson.
daughter? I have
You've been
nobody
told
else.
before.
Mr.
I have
Vincenia.
nobody else.
Excuse me, I told you you had a past record. I worked hard for 6 years to drag you out of that. You had all whatever drugs, felonies you have. You did not listen. I gave you my store keys. I trusted you. And guess what? You robbed me for over and over and over. I have.
Not been.
Mr.
You've been
Vincenia.
recorded now.
Enough.
You've been
Step out.
I'm
Just so you know, you've been recorded.
no
right?
matter what happened, I have a 5-year-old dog, 7-year-old daughter
Okay.
that needs to be picked up, and I have nobody else. Regardless of what happened, I don't know how
Okay. So
we resolve this away without taking me to jail.
Unfortunately, it's not up to me.
Who is it up to?
It's up to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a lot that we need to talk about.
Okay.
All right. And I cannot force you to talk to me. We can have a conversation. Maybe get a better understanding why this happened, if you want to. But I have to read your rights. Okay. Simple, because I'm gonna be asking questions. All right. All right. So first right you have is you have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Number two, any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Number three, you have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statements and during any question. Number four, if you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statements and during any question. Number five, if at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any of my questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you want to speak to me?
I have never intentionally done anything wrong to hurt you, Tina.
Mr. Vincenia, I need you to step out, please. We cannot do this back and forth thing. If you're gonna keep doing this, then I cannot do an interview.
I don't know what he's talking about, for 3 years and stuff.
Okay.
No,
How long? How long? To the best of your recollection.
Stealing. I don't feel like I've been stealing.
You don't feel like you've been stealing. So what exactly do
I
you
feel like
you've
he
been doing?
treats us very unfairly.
Okay. What is
all of us?
What is
like,
unfairly to you?
I like. There's one girl's been working here 6 years. She still makes minimum wage. He doesn't give us any appreciation. And I've been here a long time, and I know I don't mean to come off, like as excuses and anything. But he's a hard man to work for.
Right.
And I never like intentionally meant to, I never in my mind stole anything.
Okay.
I just feel like we're all treated so unfairly.
Right.
And
so what?
I mean,
what do you think happened when you're pocketing money, or when you're taking money from the register, or when you're not ringing stuff up, and then later on adjusting it?
I understand. It wasn't a lot.
Okay.
You really can't make this stuff up. This woman just said she feels like she's not stealing. So what else do you call it when you take something that isn't yours without paying for it? This is absolutely disgraceful. This woman is using her feelings and emotions to validate stealing from the company. She mentioned that her boss is had to work for. She mentioned that he doesn't appreciate them, and they have been there for so long. Well, my dear, if it's so hard to work there, then just leave. Don't resort to stealing from the company. This is unbelievable. Nonetheless, let's proceed to see how the corporate office handled this situation.
And I didn't mean... I know
it's fair. So, just to get a time frame, listen, it's a lot. It's a lot of video. It's a lot that you have been done, and you know it. And I am not judging you.
I haven't been doing that for years.
I understand. It might not be for years, but it's been going on for months. Okay. So, approximately, best recollection is I'm not trying for you to snitch on yourself. But to the best of your recollection, if you can pinpoint how long ago this started happening?
Months.
Months. Before Christmas of last year? Or around Christmas? After Christmas?
Yeah.
So like the beginning of this year?
Yeah.
Okay. January, you think
I've been
maybe?
here 8 years. I'm not that type of person. I'm just not.
All right.
And
so you always kept the same schedule, correct?
Yeah.
So
for the
it's
most part.
Tuesday to what day? Saturday?
What do you mean?
Tuesday to Saturday.
Tuesday at work. Yeah.
Tuesday to Saturday, from 8 to 3 p.m. 2:30.
Approximately.
Yeah. Okay. If you started taking money, what was the initial amount that you were taking that you can recall?
A couple dollars here.
A couple dollars is what? Like $2?
Yeah, like
$2.
$5.
$5. It started with $5.
Yeah, I mean.
Was it every day back then in January?
No.
No? When did it become every day?
I think I was doing it every day. I mean, it was $1 here, $2 or here and there. You know, and it's like in the tip jar.
Or are we only talking about $1 a month? Like $1, $2?
I didn't take like 20s and big amounts. I didn't.
Nobody mentioned 20s, but you did take 20s.
No, I would go and get change a lot.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm trying
I understand.
for you to tell me a little bit to help me out, help yourself out.
I know, I'm trying, but I didn't like steal a lot like at a time. It was little amounts,
Okay.
and it was.
So we're now basically in June. How much do you think you have stolen from the store in total?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Sure.
Now, whenever there's a cash transaction, I'm just looking at the patterns here. It seems to me like whenever there's a cash transaction, you don't ring up the cash transactions. You either ring it up, you cancel it, you don't ring it up, you put the money in, provide change, you split that amount into the tip jar, you take some cash then, or a combination of both, or later on you come back and take cash. So it's a lot.
Maybe I didn't realize. I don't mean I didn't think I was.
It's been every day for the past, at least for the past month.
Not that it makes a difference.
What's that?
But I mean, I don't take a lot at a time.
Okay.
And I know that doesn't make a difference.
So a day,
But over time,
how much do you take a day?
$10.
$10?
Yeah, but yeah. You know, please can we handle this without actually arresting me? I've done so much for you too.
Did you give him his key back?
You know, please don't do this to me. I don't know how to pick up my daughter. It's my daughter. That's what I'm worried about.
You were told many times, what you have done is enough damage to me.
I
It's
didn't
totaling 19,000 plus.
No,
Just,
is it?
there is no, a corporate will come after you, and this is my first
Can we handle this with a court date or something?
Please have my keys, and I gotta go.
Please, Tino, I'm begging you. I don't know what to do about my daughter. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Please, I didn't mean to hurt you, Tino. I am 100% honestly sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying, but you keep it in the wrong thing. So step outside, I'll get you. You okay? You want an ambulance?
I don't know how I'm gonna pick up my daughter. I have nobody else. I mean, I will leave. I will handle it in court. I will do whatever needs to be done. No, I'm begging you. Please don't. No.
This is not my call. This is law and order. It's not my
He
call.
said it was up to you if we can handle it differently. You know, I've shown up every day for you for 8 years, and this has just started recently, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. My daughter, I can't do this to my daughter. Please, Tino, can we handle this a different way besides sending me to jail? Would you allow me to not go to jail and we can handle it with some other kind? Tino, I've done so much too for you. I've been loyal to you, and I apologize.
Loyal to you how?
Mr. Vincenia,
For 8
you pick up your stuff and go, or
Yes.
I'm gonna have to.
No, you take care of it.
Okay, let's
Tino,
go.
I don't know what to do with my daughter or anything. I'm begging you, Tino. I will go to court and pay it all back. Tino, please. How am I gonna? This was some kind of a court date or something.
I don't think it could be an agreement for you to repay all this money back. What's that?
I'm concerned about picking up my daughter from. No, I don't have any.
From where?
From Boys and Girls Club, where she's at, and she's already going through all this anxiety and stuff. And I got nobody to watch her. Nobody. I mean, it's just me and her, and I don't know how else to. Isn't there any way we could somehow handle it without taking me to jail? I don't even have anyone to help me. How long would I have to stay in jail for? Like, can I?
You can go out.
How long does that take?
This woman was fired and taken to jail after months of stealing from the company. This wasn't just a one-time slip-up. She'd been quietly dipping into the till for months, thinking no one would notice. Spoiler, they did. The company owner, armed with months of evidence, decided enough was enough and called the authorities. Her extra income plan quickly turned into a termination notice and a trip to the county jail. On the brighter side, well, maybe the prison commissary will satisfy her financial ambitions. This story serves as a reminder that short-term gains can lead to long-term consequences. If you enjoyed this video, please do us a kindness and hit the like button. Share your thoughts in the comments section and be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video.